Hi and welcome, my name is Abdel. For routers to exchange route updates, they need to know both destination networks and next hop addresses. So there are two ways to exchange information between each other. Either using static route, which is configured manually by administrators, or using dynamic routing protocols like RIP, OSPF and EIGRP. And EIGRP is Advanced Vector Routing Protocol, or hybrid, because it has characteristics from Distance Vector Routing Protocol and also from Link State Routing Protocols. For example, like Link State Routing Protocol, because it sends update just if there is topology change, and like RIP, which is Distance Vector Routing Protocol, it forms just neighbor relationship between neighboring routers in like link state, which have the full topology knowledge. And EIGRP is fast to converge because it sends an hello message every 5 seconds to form a neighbor relationship between neighbors. And hello packets are sent every 5 seconds on LAN, local area network, and fast links, and every 60 seconds on T1 line and NBMA. And it has 5 packet types. As we mentioned before, the first one is hello packet and update packet. The update packet is sent whenever there is a change, and is sent reliably because it requires an acknowledgement from the other router, the receiver. There is also the query. The query are sent to the router when it loses, or the query is sent when router lose a primary link, querying other routers for that route or how to reach it, and is sent also reliably, so it needs an acknowledgement. Reply message are a reply to the query message. And last one, which is the acknowledgement update or query or reply, are not sent reliably. EIGRP is classless routing protocol, meaning that it sends subnet mask along with the update and supports variable in subnet mask and slider route. One of its drawback, maybe it's because it's Cisco proprietary, and you need to have Cisco devices everywhere in order to run EIGRP. It uses bandwidth, delay, reliability, and load, and MTU as its metric. But by default, it uses bandwidth and delay. EIGRP builds 3 types of tables. There is a neighbor table, topology table, and routing table. Neighbor table contain all the neighboring routers, that's router form neighbor relationship with them, and topology table contains or consists of primary routes and backup routes. And by the way, EIGRP is the only routing protocol that keep backup routes, and whenever it loses primary link, it uses the backup route immediately without recomputation or using dual algorithm to calculate the metric. So that's one of its major benefits. In this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step of configuring EIGRP. I'm going to use JNS3 in this topology, as you may see here in on the screen. I'm going to bring my secure CRT, and I'm going to start with router 1. I didn't configure nothing on these routers actually, just in case if there are beginners, so they could benefit also from viewing how to configure IP addressing to bandwidth on interfaces and static routes. We will do some route summarization and redistribution into EIGRP on router 4 as well. So let's start. Just want to be sure that there is no configuration on this router. As you see here, there is no IP address in, so let's go to serial 00, which connects us to the router 2, and configure the IP address, which is 10.0.0.1 and /30. We configure the IP address, and as you see here, the link is up, and I want to add also the bandwidth command. To configure bandwidth command, you need to issue bandwidth, and I want to give this link a bandwidth of 128. Okay, bandwidth is always in kilobits per second. So the bandwidth is configured, and let's do show run interface serial 0/0, just to be sure the IP address, clock rate, and the bandwidth is configured. Now I will go to next interface, which is interface serial 0/1. The IP address will be .5 and /30 also. Bandwidth, which is 256. Okay, and to verify, do show run and followed by interface 001. That's my favorite command to verify IP addressing. Show IP interface brief to show the status of the interfaces and IP addressing assigned to them. So let's go to interface fast Ethernet 0/0, which is the LAN connected to router 1 here, and give it an IP address that will be 150.1.1.0 and subnet mask of /24. Bad mask. Yeah, it's 1, and no shutdown. Don't forget both no shutdown. You need to bring up the interface. Okay, be sure. Show IP interface brief, and sure enough we have fast Ethernet 00, which has an IP address of 150, physically up, and line protocol is up, which is data link protocol is also up, and serial 00, which is up, and serial 01, which is up, and line protocol is up. Now I'm going to configure EIGRP, router EIGRP command to enter a router configuration mode, and then issue the network command. In this case, I want to advertise this network right here, which is connected to SW3, this switch right here. Okay, network 150.1.1.0 and 255. By the way, EIGRP has a feature like link state routing protocols. You can use a wildcard mask in the network command to advertise. I'm telling the router to advertise every IP address that starts with 150.1.1, and the last one, which is 255, I don't care about what comes next. So it will advertise every IP address that starts with 150.1.1. At this point, let's verify EIGRP configuration by issuing the command IP show IP protocol, and sure enough we have EIGRP process number 1, and we are advertising this network to the rest of the network. I want to talk about EIGRP and one of its major characteristics. EIGRP form a neighbor relationship under some condition. In order for EIGRP to form a neighbor relationship, it needs to have the same autonomous system number and the same queue values. If there is a queue value mismatch, it wouldn't form a neighbor relationship. And also the neighbors, they need to be on the same subnet, so all those information are sent in hello packets, and for them to form neighbor relationship they need to be agreed upon those information. We are good to go on router 1. Let's hop to router 2. I always want to verify that there is no configuration on it. Issue config terminal to enter global configuration mode on the router, and we can run like do show run to verify configuration on the router, or running configuration. Everything is empty, so I want to configure the IP address in first, so 00 /30 and no shutdown, just to verify. And okay, we're on router 2 now. We have